going on the internet, right?
Come at me, bros.
I literally just had to put my headphones on and I could hear them giggle behind my back and I was like, what is this high school mean girl behavior? But from like 25-year-old men, like
Na 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 na. Garbage head.
Alright, first guest session of Garbage Head. We have Narika and Shivani here. And okay, this episode is going to be about work and just how we deal with work, especially if you live in Bangalore and it like eats up like 20 hours of your workday. So I have Narika over here and she is literally a war veteran in the fintech field. I think like every fintech that has rolled out of India, she has worked in it.
That is just, don't say it like that.
But
Like,
she has.
I've never been fired. It's not that.
No, it's just she has a lot of experience in the fintech field.
Yeah. But I'm
You name the fintech app, she's
I'm the
she's
same
different.
age as them.
She's just a little smarter in years, like in her head than us. That's all. Like mentally, she's far ahead. Okay, she's a war veteran with fintech, and let's just say she has like this I don't know how to put it without it sounding too funny, but she loves her companies a lot.
It makes me sound like I'm doing something weird with my bosses, which I'm
She's
not.
not. She does
I'm
not do
not.
anything weird. She's just really talented. She's really smart and hardworking, and she literally works like 16 hours a day sometimes. So yeah.
I love that Ulfa's saying these nice things to me in like half a decade. She hasn't. So I love this. Keep going.
Get used to it.
Okay.
I've been here for 2 decades.
This is Shivani. I've known her from like literally the age of 3.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, like since we were babies, and I've been reprimanded because she used to sleep early and I didn't sleep early, so I would get scolded at home because Shivani had an earlier bedtime than mine, and my mom knew of her early bedtime, and she would compare her bedtime with. Okay, we digress. Anyway, I know her, but I don't know what her job is, so I'm gonna leave that to her. I know that there is a Hong Kong company that she works for, and there's some brokerage happening. Okay. So I have tried. Okay, you guys introduce yourselves.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Narika. As Ulfa said, I work for a fintech company called Stable Money. I'm in their founding team. I'm in marketing and growth. And I don't have a really big social life because I work a lot. And I go to office from Monday to Friday, so I'm very happy to be here and do this podcast with Ulfa and Shivani. So,
So sweet. Okay,
I
go
know.
ahead.
I know. It was so nice to meet you finally.
Okay, they're also meeting for the very first
First
time,
time,
so I'm
yeah.
very interested to see how this will play out.
yeah.
I know. Okay. Hi guys. I'm Shivani. I work for a Hong Kong-based startup. Ulfa got that right. So we're a placement and advisory firm. What we do is basically, if you have a VC fund, if you have a PE or buyout or credit fund, we take you on as a mandate and help you market that across Southeast Asia, Korea, Hong Kong, Japan, and Australia.
Sabka LinkedIn profiles are done. Now we'll get to the actual work. I have a bunch of questions that I've lined up for both of these. Especially because in meeting for the first time, I'm very interested to see how this will play out. I'm literally just gonna like observe. I'm an observer, so I have my snacks and I have my drinks.
Oh, which I think I should open, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright guys. So first things first, and this is coming from like a really personal experience of mine. I have observed that startups, especially like the smaller ones, tend to be like full of boys. Okay? And you have to work with, especially in startups, I feel like the men to female ratio
Yeah.
is like a little skewed, and you have to work with a lot of boys teams. This once I went for like an interview with this company, and they were like a 9 people team, so obviously very very early stage startup, and all 9 of them were like men.
Yeah.
So I would be like the only girl, and I kind of spent like half a day over there just to like get the feels of it and whatever,
Yeah.
and it was damn fucking weird.
Yeah.
It was-
I know which company you're talking about.
they literally would not like
I read
welcome me.
Yeah, I know which
See,
company.
okay, the people you referred me to good, but that team,
Yeah.
weird. It's like they didn't know how to be around.
Yeah.
Wait, where's
like
the
company
women.
where
They
you
may not be bad people.
They're
they
not.
just really like.
They just get really awkward, and
no,
then
but women. Dude, these people are from IITs and they don't see women around and they're just awkward. Like, oh, hot.
those IT people are gonna like come at you in the comments. You know this is going on the internet, right?
bros.
Nalika's.
I
don't.
I'm so used to hiring you guys at this point.
Yeah, no, we get your point. That it is quite male dominated.
It is male dominated,
And it's
yeah.
not just startups. I remember being in a big corporate and being like the only girl amongst like 7 other men on the team.
Mhm.
So it's a tough dynamic.
Yeah.
It is.
But you know what helps? What you can do is make friends. Don't enter the room as a female associate or whatever. Just enter as an associate, try to make friends. Make 2 friends, it's gonna help you a lot to just mingle with the others. When you make 2 allies, they're always gonna be there for you.
I tried.
Yeah.
They were working on this table. I tried to like go and talk to them and whatever.
Sometimes it's
They literally
really
looked at
difficult.
me and they looked
Yeah.
away. And then I was just like, okay, what's going on?
I
And then
think
I put on my
that's a
headphones.
startup
Then I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just a
for
culture
sure.
fit.
Yeah.
I literally just had to put my headphones on and I could hear them giggle behind my back and I was like, what is this high school mean girl behavior? But from like 25-year-old men, like I can't deal with this bullshit,
So, thankfully, my experience in startups have always been really nice. So, like, I remember the first startup I worked was at Grow and then Win12 and now Stable Money. Everywhere I've worked, there have only been guys, but thankfully everyone's been super sweet to me.
Mhm.
And the way I go in is also that, dude, I mean, I do something very different from what they'd be doing, where they'd mostly be coders or they'd be in the finance teams or like they'd be analysts or something. So it would be a little different, but I don't know, I think I've been really lucky that way. And some of my best friends are from offices. But here's the thing, like they have this chai sutta break thing, okay? So like, so they are just becoming friends faster, and in startups where everything is so unstructured.
Yeah.
Suppose one person gets ownership of a project and that dude can choose their team
Yeah.
and go and tell my co-founder I want to work with this person.
Mhm.
So then if let's say another person who does the same job as you is going for the smoke break with that person, ye to mera bhai hai, right? And then they get the project.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I think they're definitely
I think the way to
Smoke break friends,
Smoke
just
break
other
friends,
thing,
Yeah.
Hanging out
And if
after
you don't
work for
smoke, you're
beers.
like
Yeah.
immediately out.
Yeah,
If you don't
yeah.
drink, you're like
Yeah,
immediately
yeah,
out.
exactly.
It's
I think the way
whatever.
to go about that then is probably just try to have one-on-one relationships or like talk
Which
to
is
them.
so
as
Which
well.
is very
Which
hard
is
to
very
get.
hard.
Because, okay, it's
But-
hard to get people standing.
Yeah.
So
It
these
is.
people are already like they're taking structured smoke breaks throughout the day.
Yeah.
And unless you're okay standing in like a place where it's like you're filled with like smoke,
Yeah.
it's not like you'll get there one-on-one time.
Yeah.
And it's damn weird to stand in front of someone who's smoking when you're not smoking.
It's
It's
tough,
like-
I know.
Yeah.
It's tough out there.
Wait, what do you guys think? Like, do you guys think that there's obviously a sense of detachment from women at workplaces, but have you? I don't know if you all have noticed this, but sometimes when you look a little different, like you've put in a little effort in the way you're looking, and you actually show up, like where okay, so imagine there are 30 guys and like you're mostly wearing casual clothes, but like there'll be a day where I'll maybe put like lip gloss or like and then I'll get like attention that I might
You
not
do.
want. Yeah.
You do.
Then it'll be like, oh, are you going on a date? Date pe ja rahi ho? Or like, there'll be some sort of thing.
So, that's why I even mentioned this in like our script thingy, that the entire office siren trend is so redundant in
Yeah.
India. If you become an office siren or you try to be an office
Yeah.
siren and go to work, you will literally have like one 40-year uncle texting you being like, hey dear, good night, at like 8 o'clock in the night. You don't want to be a part of that, guys. You don't have
Definitely
to.
not. Yeah.
PR companies, where there are lots of women, I've seen they dress up really well. Like my cousins and stuff work at PR firms. A lot of our classmates work at PR firms. And they look.
I haven't seen an office in such a long time. I have no idea how to dress up for work.
Seriously,
I'm literally in my pajamas like
yeah.
that.
No, I have to go to office every day and I wear like literally the most casual clothes. Like if I wear this and go to office, like I don't know. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
be like, yeah.
How dare you show your shoulder?
Yeah.
Distracting us like that.
It's fucking crazy.
For
Dude,
sure.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
There was like this office party, okay, and it was like
Sarika started. Go. I love it.
a 250 CR office party or whatever, and I wore like this skirt. I wore this black skirt, and I used to live with my parents that time, so it was hard to go all the way there, change, whatever. I didn't want to change in the bathroom, whatever. So I just wore the skirt and went for my office day. And after that, I'd go for the office party. And I didn't know about this, okay? And then we were all really drunk at the party. And I'm not going to mention which company this was, but this one dude who was like much older, okay, much older than I am.
Much means how much?
Like 35, when I'm 25.
35 years older than you.
He's 35 when I'm 25.
He's 10 years older. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he's 10 years older.
That's helping you with math.
The math is not.
So like me and like my friend are like drinking. Okay, we're just like normally doing shots, having fun, whatever. And I'm wearing like this black skirt. Where I'm like confident. I'm having like a good night, whatever. And so this guy comes and he's like, "Oh hi, you're like drinking?" Like yeah. And then this guy's like, he's also like he's like some that typical IIT boy would be like, and he just looks. He doesn't even look at me. He looks at my friend who's with me and he's like, "Maan hai na?" And he says that he's also drunk.
How is that okay?
And he's also drunk, I'm drunk, my friend is also drunk. But that dude has realized that this is not okay. And he's like, Narika, let's go from here, let's go. Narika, let's just go. And I'm like, he has said something to me, and he has
Posh training, nahi
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, that's
I'm
exactly
sorry,
it
what?
doesn't happen.
This is exactly what happens when your HR is like, you have to finish posh training by tomorrow, and you just skip all the videos, and you have no idea what people are talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I
he's
remember.
35. Come on. How
He's
many
worked
companies would
before,
he? Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just disrespectful.
And he's
Yeah, like you know where you are. No, you're at work.
Yeah.
Office party. It's somebody who's a junior potentially,
Yeah.
and you're just putting them in an awkward
Yeah.
spot.
And like
It's not cool.
I would report to him on certain projects. Like it was so awkward.
Oh, that's
I'm
so awkward.
so happy that we were all drunk. Okay, that and everyone forgot about it. But like it was like I could.
I
never
mean, it's
forget
not
that
okay though.
incident.
It's not okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, what do you do? Like if you complain about him, this would just
Oh my
not
god.
be a thing.
I should tell you guys this thing. So, this company I was working for, literally like my second day over there, and this HR guy texts me and he's just like, hey, we have some onboarding things to do. Let's just meet for a chat over here. And then we go to like the cafe area in the company, and then we're just sitting down, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, tell me what is the onboarding stuff. And he starts talking to me about everything but onboarding.
Oh.
He's just like, so you've joined the marketing team? I'm like, yeah. And then he's quizzing me about marketing. He's like, okay, what do you do? Like, are you into digital marketing? Are you doing performance? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? And I'm just like,
Your
don't
age
you
child.
like
I mean,
know
isn't
stuff?
that something you do before onboarding an
Exactly.
employee?
So he's asking me all these questions, and I'm just like, why is he asking me again? Like, is he trying to, like, do I still have the job? Like, what's going on? And he literally, after that, is just like, I've always been interested in doing marketing. I'm like, okay, good for you. He's like, so if I have to start today as someone in HR and I have to go into marketing, how do I do that?
Oh my god. Is this the right time to discuss this? I mean,
And
can
I'm
you
just
join
like,
the company
okay.
to get on board?
I'm like, fine, okay, let me give my, 2 cents over here. And I tell him that, okay, you could probably, start with this, start with that, maybe look up this, maybe look up that. And he's just like, okay, actually, I used to work for like, I did like a short marketing stint here and there, and I'm just like, okay. I'm like, okay, so this is the onboarding, like a half an hour is coming to an end. And he's just like, yeah, onboarding and all is done. I'm like, okay. And he's like, oh, I wanted to ask, will you have dinner with me? I'm
Ultimate.
just like, out of where?
Just because he's asking you 5 questions, he thinks he can take you out.
And you he thought this
Oh, but
was
he's a work person.
Yeah, whatever.
also he thought this was
What
like
he
a
thought.
matchmaking platform.
No, but he was discussing his, career aspirations and
But
then he goes straight to
at least
have
he's
dinner with
ambitious,
me.
dude. At least he wants to
And
do
I was
something.
like,
Do you really think so? I don't think that was ambitious at all. That was like a trap.
Yeah, why would you only talk about marketing though?
because I was working in marketing.
Yeah, and honestly, why would you go out with him? Like,
Nah, I
it
mean,
makes no
yeah,
sense.
he's creepy AF.
So I was just like, no. He's like, coffee? I'm like, I already had. Here in the pantry. It was there.
Oh, but wait, do you guys have any office dating stories? Like, have you ever dated anyone from work?
No, God, no, forbidden for me. I'm never
Yeah,
going to do
yeah,
that.
I would
No.
never eat and shit in
Me
the
on
same
the
place.
You don't poop where you eat.
Oh my god. I wish I knew this, guys.
Oh, you don't poop where you eat. Reference to our previous video. What is my video? What is that one called? The one we put out recently. That one. Nana
They'll
naked.
link it. They'll link it.
Nana,
they'll
I
link
trust
it.
Nana.
Oh my god, I really should get back on Instagram, or you should start uploading stuff on WhatsApp.
Digressing.
Figure that out.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I had some like fun stats over here, guys, which I wanted to because this is like an area I've been really interested in. Policy, female workers, startups, this entire area. I've been super interested in that. So I have like some really, I don't know, like cool facts over here. Firstly, only 18% of India's startup owners or India's startup C-suite is women.
Ooh.
Just 80%. So I mean
Wow.
that's a disparity in itself. A big one actually. Okay, and in fact, as of 2024, C-suite women in like the startup section, they were at I think about roughly 37%, and they dropped to 24%. So there's actually a gradual decrease that has been happening ever since the pandemic in women in leadership and C-suite positions in the startups. And now what that does is like two things. Even statistically, if you have to look at it, it makes startups obviously more male-dominated, which is like a bit of a Ferris wheel, I'm saying, a little bit like a hamster wheel of sorts, because after that what they do is that they tend to hire more men.
Yeah.
And the reasons behind hiring more men, one of course is that many startups have limitations on the kind of work they do. So
Yeah.
like one person takes on a lot of things, you're working long hours, you're going back home late. So they don't prefer getting women in that because they think women will make like a ruckus if they're asked to do all
Yeah.
of this, especially if like the woman has a married or like a
Like,
family to like.
yeah, they have
Yeah.
a home to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where they
yeah.
have to take care of everything again.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
don't prefer to do that. And secondly, because there are no women in leadership, then it's very like there's this unconscious bias that can
Yeah.
set in and they can just get men. And
Yeah.
if the men are comfortable working in the spaces, they just
Yeah.
And it
continue
becomes an
to
echo
do that.
chamber of
Exactly.
what a man thinks. There's no new perspective offered. There's nobody thinking what
and
else.
like concurrently, what it
Yeah.
does is that it also kind of drives women. I don't think maybe not women in their 20s, but perhaps a little older women from applying itself to like
Yeah,
to startups
yeah,
because you
yeah.
feel like okay,
Yeah,
why
you
should I
just-
work in this? Like same, I didn't work in that company.
I mean,
right? Like why should I work in
imagine
this bank?
you're 10 years in your career and then you're like, okay, I can get a job somewhere else where I don't have to make a million adjustments to make this role
Exactly.
fit
Yeah.
what I want it to look like, you know.
But like,
So that
also,
makes sense
I
too.
feel like this also talks about the larger social connotation of maybe India and across the world, because we are. It's like my mom will always tell me that hey, it's really cool that you're so independent and you earn well and stuff. But do you realize that if you get married or if you have a child, I don't even want a child, but if you get married and whatever, you will never be able to manage this. But no one ever says that to like a man,
Yeah.
because it's always understood that
Yeah.
he will make the least of the adjustments. And I actually had a really interesting conversation with like a hiring manager in my office, and I asked her, I was like, why do we not have any women in tech? Why don't we have any women in data? At that point in time we didn't. And she said that dude, if 80% of the applicants are male,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like the people we choose are male. So it's
Yeah.
just drilled down in people's head that if you maybe work in MNC, you
Yeah.
have
to manage.
It's
work-life
probably just
balance
starting.
is a thing.
Okay, you
Yeah.
know what?
And that's why women
Notice the same thing with manufacturing. It's not just tech. How
Yeah.
many women leaders can you find in manufacturing?
Yeah.
A lot. Maybe we're just starting out.
For
And
sure.
so there's that disparity. Men
Yeah.
and women are,
And-
are not equal.
and also
I can
like-
say that.
Yeah.
People don't earn as much in MNCs if they unless they're like from IIT or IIM.
Yeah.
Okay, and because most women choose to sort of work in companies
They are
like
making lesser.
Infosys.
Yeah.
I won't take companies, but like, I'm sorry.
Moody's atting you.
No, just all those thoughts. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
He's like,
It's like
where
that.
70 years old?
That and Murthy doesn't get it. But
I don't think she had that issue. She's working 16 hours a day.
yeah. Like, so, like these MNCs, right? Like they pay like 3 lakh, 3.5 lakh, and there is good like work-life balance unless you're in like some different type of a project, right? And like everyone, the social connotation is pushing that dude, you should have work-life balance. That's
Yeah.
because you should have it, and you deserve that as a woman. We don't have an opinion to choose if we want to do it or not. So
That's interesting. I thought everyone wanted work-life balance. I mean, I know I do, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, most of us do.
Yeah.
You know what? For a couple
maybe
of
I'm
years,
not
if you
ambitious enough, guys.
No, for a couple of years, if you keep going, you
Yeah.
eventually burn out. And then it's too late.
I have
You
burned out.
realize
you
really
did
late.
burn out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big time.
she did burn out a lot.
Big time.
But
yeah.
you are also a very hard worker. You work really hard.
I have, but I feel like the older I'm getting, the more calm I want things to be. Like, I
Right.
don't want to like run behind.
You don't want to
things.
stretch yourself.
But
Yeah.
we did. At some point
Yeah.
in our early careers, we really did like 5 things at once.
Yeah.
And we were doing
Because
all
you
of
know
those,
what?
yeah.
We never realized that in the beginning that your career, your trajectory, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It'll last maybe like 40 years. So
Yeah.
one bad year, 1 year that's
Yeah.
slow,
Yeah.
it's not putting you back.
It's really
you just
not.
you just need to see the bigger
The
picture.
bigger picture, yeah. Of course, yeah. I think that's a really good way to look at it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, my second question to you guys, or maybe first, I don't know what question this is, but okay, my question to you guys. is career ladders are like a concept, and like the very definition of a ladder is that it has to go in like one space and upwards. But if you're working in like a startup, there is no idea or agenda of how your role or you as an individual are going to grow.
Yeah.
Because you're doing like 20 things at like once. And I've seen this even more for like women, because you get hired as something and then you're just doing so many other things. You get hired into marketing, you're also handling logistics, you're also handling like people's snacks, you're handling parties, you're doing HR work, you're managing people's fun, you're suddenly like the office counselor, everyone's coming in, comma dumping.
Seriously, you
Yeah.
were 2 days into that startup and someone's like asking you to like set them up for marketing gigs.
Yeah.
Like, I know,
Yeah.
I get that.
And like, I mean, I've seen so many times that you work in something and then, but like that burden of just organizing community, situations is just given to women.
Yeah.
Like, hey, organize the
And
event.
I'll
Hey,
tell you
get
why
the
that
snacks to the
happens.
party.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you why that happens. Because as a woman, you are taught to think twice. So every time you need to say no, it doesn't come out easily. You're always like, but what if my manager says, oh, she can't even do just like one small thing, like get this from Swiggy, pay them,
Yeah.
and do this or do that. So oftentimes you're just like trying to figure out where the sweet spot is. But the best thing is, when you feel like you don't want to do it, just say no.
But like,
No without a reason, it's fine. You should learn to say no, because you can't do everything. And then at the end of the day, the person who is just working and focused only on that gets to climb up the ladder.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So the
Distract
people who are actually good at
Just
work,
because
true.
women can multitask doesn't mean they should.
they're put into so many multitasking positions.
I had to host an entire Goa offsite for like 70 people last
Why
year
were you doing that?
And we helped you.
with this other guy called Pranav. But he's
But why are you naming people on the pod?
Hi Pranav.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Hi Anjali, that's his wife.
Shout out to Pranav and Anjali.
She's okay. Okay.
You do shout outs on this podcast.
Okay, shout out to Pranav and Anjali for helping Radhika organize a podcast.
Yeah, only
podcast,
Pranav.
sorry, whatever.
Yeah,
Oh,
the offsite.
offsite, yes.
So like, yeah, and dude, it was not just that. Because like my co-founder said, Narika, make it like a thing. People should remember. Don't think of this as an offsite.
How long
It's a
ago was
project.
this?
This was last year June.
We still
Okay.
remember. It's been a year.
Yeah. So like 6th June was my birthday and 7th June we had to leave. And I was working throughout my birthday because I had to like produce 2 videos. Okay, we had to take them there, and he was like, every minute people should be engaged in doing something. So we're like, people are like writing something on like chits of papers or putting it on the board.
Wait, question.
Yeah,
What
I-
team were you a part of?
Huh?
Marketing.
I'm in growth. The team is
Growth.
called growth.
Okay. Why don't they just hire an event manager?
Why
Money. Don't they have enough money if you're taking
They do
someone?
have-
Yeah.
This is exactly what I mean. Startups, limited resources, women put multitasking.
That's what I was
Ask them
trying to
do
say.
everything.
But like also we have an HR. But
The only way to do it is draw boundaries and learn to say no. It's a lot. Or ask for help.
yeah.
If you can't say no, ask for help. Tell them what you need. They can't
Yeah.
read your mind. Then you don't have to be stressed out about it. Just have normal
I
conversation.
think I had
That's it.
I think I had a little less of work during those months. I was happy to take it up.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I did.
But what if you had like a lot of work?
I would
How
have
would you
still taken
manage?
it up. I cannot say no. I have a problem.
Okay.
Her problem is that she's too sweet. She's Bengali.
She
Bengali women are not sweet though.
She's like a little Rajgulla, guys.
Thanks,
she's
guys.
Christian boy.
Oh, this is all the validation I need. The validation
Hey
that needs
Dalika,
are
do
not
you wanna organize our getaway trip?
You'll be like, yeah.
Please, that was me trying to like teach you how to say no. Just say no.
No,
my
no,
please.
no. You just taught me how to say no.
Yeah.
But okay. But yeah.
Okay, guys. Okay, moving on to the next question. Okay, again, this is something I've noticed when I was like researching around like policy and employees, female employees in general and everything, is that, and this has been a very persistent problem in India. So I've like looked into the history of it from the 70s till now. The statistics have differed very slightly in the fact that women who are in the workforce gradually start to leave the workforce after their mid-30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
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 And This is of course because of multiple reasons. Maybe they have children to take care of, which is mostly the biggest reason in households to take care of, and or maybe sometimes the husband gets a bigger, better job in a different place, so then they like move to a different country and then they just never join the workforce again. Have you guys? How often have you interacted with like older female managers, and what are your thoughts on this?
I honestly haven't met somebody
I'm
over
not around
35.
females, yeah.
Yeah, in my industry, it's so tough to find these women. Maybe we're just not out there as much, you know. Maybe the thing is that
I don't
the
see
the
female
space.
leaders.
Yeah, you don't because
I know, yeah.
yeah,
I've seen a few.
you
Only
see
a
a few, and
yeah.
I was lucky enough to attend a networking event which was only for women in PE and BC. The next time I go, I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
guys know.
yeah.
You should totally come.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the only time I saw about 60 women in one room in that field, all with grey hair, which means experience,
Wow.
20 plus years in their respective fields and companies, and founders, co-founders, investors across, you know, all these domains. It was literally liberating, you know, a room where there was no man around, and you can just say what you need to. You don't have to worry.
Man
College.
Man's
They don't care in the world.
Exactly. This was
You
in
know?
Mount Carmel College.
You don't have to think twice, because finally you've kind of
Yeah.
let your guards down a little bit, and that's all you.
No, I feel like
You know, that's what's missing.
I feel like sometimes when you are interacting with older male colleagues, and let's say you have one slip up, right? One small like math error, no, you're just thinking about something or you just haven't understood, you've asked him to explain it to you again, they will catch on to it, dude, and
They don't leave it.
They will not leave it, and they'll be like, oh Narika, you haven't even understood this, what is this? And they will keep bringing it up, and they don't do that to men. And I've seen, and
Yeah.
it's so awkward when
I
you
was
do it
lucky
with
enough to
five
have
people.
some seniors at work a while ago who would patiently explain things.
No, some
It's
people-
rare.
Oh,
It's
yes.
rare, but I was lucky to have that, and I identified that, and I was like, this person this
Yeah.
time always just block their calendar. That's the way you do it. You need to have that conversation beforehand. Make,
My very
you know,
first boss from the very first company I worked full time in, he was such a gem that I think about his teachings even today, because outside of work he was literally like a very he was just a very patient and like one of those very shant
someone
people.
who can be a mentor in true
He was
sense.
literally like
Yeah.
I've never seen him lose his temper.
Yeah.
I've never seen him get frustrated or like cluttered or like make a decision out of any kind of rush.
Yeah.
Just calm,
Yeah.
just like completely zen. And that's something like
That's
I
rare.
can only aspire to be, because
It's
that's
rare.
so difficult, especially if you're like running a company which
And
has
you're a
500
founder.
people. You're a founder,
You're a founder, and you have
has-
time. You have time for your employees or new employees.
And I was literally a fresher and he would take time
Yeah.
out of me.
No.
Yeah.
I
So
know
I
what
think
you're
that's
talking about.
really nice.
It's just about the culture in certain places, and then
Yeah.
maybe we were too young to know back then that hey, this is nice. I
Oh,
want
I-
more of this.
I was
Yeah.
like, this
What
is great.
is-
Because before
what
that I
is
worked
what
with
else is
someone
out
you
there?
suggested me to work with.
Yes.
And he was
Yeah.
I worked with someone. Okay, this is just off track. Narika gave me a gig to work on, and I worked on it, and I just
When we
didn't
were
get
in
paid in
college.
full.
When we were in college.
He
yeah.
did not pay me in full.
Yeah. For what it's worth, I also didn't get paid in full because I was also working. Like I was interning there. I was interning there, and so was she.
But yeah, he was bad.
He was really bad.
He was
And
really bad.
He was.
He was bad with payments.
Dude,
He was bad as a person.
Dude, okay, he's a YouTuber, okay? He's now a YouTuber. He has like 2-3 like viral videos. Dude, he's an asshole subpar. Like he is such a big asshole. Like he would tell me things like, okay, so my job was marketing. And he's just like, go get clients. I'm like, from where? I'm not
Why
like
are you
sales.
doing-
I'm not
why
in
are you doing
sales.
this
Yeah,
development?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we were interns at the same company. So we had like a 6-month gig each. Right? So while we were studying, we were doing it, and it was paid well. Okay, yeah, they paid us well. Okay.
For the
They
ones that they
paid
paid you.
yeah, so they were paying me.
I worked with him for 2.5 months. I was a freelancer. I wasn't an intern.
Oh, okay.
I was writing for him.
Yeah, you were writing
Yeah.
the scripts.
I was
and
scripting and
Yeah.
all of that.
I was just supposed to do the marketing, and they paid me like around what 40K, which was in COVID.
That's good for internship.
For every
yeah.
month?
I agree.
Yeah, every month.
That's damn good, bro.
Yeah, but like the work I was supposed to do was very different from what he made me do. And then towards the end, he's like, just go get
Yeah.
clients, and I'm
But
like,
that's what we were
Lord,
talking
my
about
saving
earlier.
account.
yeah,
That's
well,
what we were talking about earlier. Like when you join a startup, you're the person who puts up the board, turns the light on, mops the floor, and then suddenly 1 minute later you're wearing a jacket and you're the VP of the firm.
yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta wear all sorts of hats.
Yeah.
Be in every room.
No,
burn out fires in every
We had
situation.
no idea what to do.
Exactly, because we were
Yeah.
working remotely. And
And
you
you're
were just
like
get on a call.
interns, you and call, yeah.
And you were just get on a call with us for like some reasons, and that's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, he never paid me in full, and he was just
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very difficult to work with.
And we both left in the same month. We were like, this is
This
I
is
love that.
right,
yeah.
Like both of you are like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we out of here.
Okay. But yeah, we forgot to cover this. We were talking about female managers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there are
How-
a few of those.
So there is a stereotype. Okay, there is a very well understood stereotype in industries that female managers are, let's just put it,
They're horrible.
they're horrible to work with.
We
They can be tough.
cannot.
They can be tough to.
They can
They're
be tough.
horrible.
Yeah.
They're horrible. Let's not sugarcoat it. It's really sad.
Like, there won't
That-
be
that
an
is-
ounce of flexibility from their end to accommodate
They're
anything.
really bitchy.
Yeah.
They really think that you're their bitch. Like, bitch, sorry, I'm not your husband. Like,
Maybe that's the issue.
I've got
No, it's
but
not the
I-
issue.
That's the issue. They don't have a husband, so
No,
that you
it's
like.
not that. No, it's
It's
not
definitely
that.
not that. It's
No.
just that
I've got one of my female managers. I've had only one female manager. No, I've had two female managers for small stints, like
Mhm.
five months each. And so I need a lot of space when I'm working, and if you don't give that to me, then I can be like really bitchy to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've done that. I can tell on female
Oh my god,
managers.
yeah.
Fortunately, the female manager I have right now does not micromanage, and this is like the first time I'm coming across a non-micromanaging,
Yeah. Oh.
like going down to
So they
like the-
exist, but they're rare.
They're rare, yeah.
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 Can I tell everyone my pointy story?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What's
Okay,
your
yeah.
funny story?
Yeah, her female manager
Oh,
was
the
spoiled.
point,
Oh,
the coke, yeah.
So
Okay,
I
I need one of you to open this up. Continue.
So I had like a female
I can
manager,
enjoy.
okay, and I worked in this company for like a very less period of time. Gonna get so screwed if someone sees this, okay, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Okay.
Don't name.
I'm not
Yeah.
naming the company.
I don't want like anyone putting on FIR before we start. Nowadays
You
it's
need a
so
lawyer.
easy.
I have people I know that can help you.
Nowadays it's so easy to just put on FIR for like anything, like Diet Coke Pedia FIR. Like, okay, continue.
Okay. No, as long as you don't talk about parents and sexual positions, we're good.
Okay, Narika wants to shut garbage head down. Okay. Okay, Narika.
Okay, okay, she was nice on the face of it, but she was like, she just didn't want me to do well. Like, she didn't want me to thrive in the company. And okay,
Yeah.
basically,
Would you take over her role if you thought you become?
yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, okay.
But like my skill set is growth, and she was like a content marketing person.
Okay,
So like
so
she
it's-
didn't understand my skills, and I'm not. I mean, I'm a decent writer, but that's not like
Your skill.
yeah. You're like a fab writer. I'm a writer. I can write, but that's not my skill. I'm more towards.
That's not your specialization. You
that-
have the
I'm-
skill, but it's not your
I'm more of a
specialization.
generalist.
Yeah.
So I could do like a bunch of different things, right? So she just didn't understand my skill, whatever, that was different. But she felt super threatened. Like she would rant. Like sometimes people would ask me to like help them with the video or do something. She would like randomly go up to those people and be like, "How the fuck can you take Narika's time? I'm the one who's supposed to dedicate her time."
That's
And this is,
insecure, bro.
dude, this is a startup, right?
Narika ka sabi time mera yoga.
And then yeah, dude. And then this one day, me, her, and a couple of other people are in the meeting, and then they've asked, "Okay, Narika, what do you think about it?" So I'm like, "Okay, we can do this, this, and this." And you know, when I get like super passionate about something, I'm
Yeah.
like, "I can do this, and she's like, okay, she's like,
That's
doing that,
fucking
and
annoying.
I'm just like, what? And then she's like, stop talking, and I'm just like, excuse me.
Who are you?
Yeah, exactly. I worked in that company for 5 months. And the first offer I got from the current company I work at, I was like, toodles. And then,
Oh my God.
yeah, and when
I'm interested to know how the exit interview went, if there was one.
So there was
Okay.
this one-on-one monthly chat, okay, that I had with her, and I was not going to tell them that I'm leaving. I was going to take time till like the next week and think about it, because I'd just been working for 5-6 months there, and I was just thinking about it. So then she's like, you have to do this and you have to do that and you have to improve this. And I'm like, bitch, firstly, you can't even write content. Like, what are you talking
And
about?
that's her specialization.
That's her
You can write better
specialization.
than her. What's the point?
Yeah, and then I'm just like, that was not even my job. Like, my job was supposed to be something completely different. And then I'm just like, oh, just by the way, I'll try working on it, but I want to leave, okay? And then she's like, cool. She says, cool. Okay, and then there's this portal.
Is that why you were resigning? Like you want to
No,
leave?
yeah, so I had a 2-month
Notice.
notice period, but like I was just like, okay, I might leave. She's like, cool. I'm like, can I resign today? She's like, yeah, resign. So then I put
She
it on the
wanted you
portal.
to go.
Yeah.
She wanted you out.
No.
And it's better for your
No,
mental
no.
health.
So listen. So there was this portal, and then she makes me write whatever in the portal, and then over there's a manager's column, and it was written how was her, like how did she do, and she was like, she's very average. That was her comment.
What?
And as soon as that resignation went, my CMO, who was out of town or out of the country, he messages me. He's like, set up a call with me right now.
Yeah.
So I set up a call with him 2 days later, and he comes to me. He's like, why are you leaving? I can't let you go. And then I was like, okay, you know, I've been facing these kind of things, and also I've got like a much better opportunity. That's the reason. He's like, no, you can't go just like that. I can't. Why didn't you bring it to my notice? And I was like, okay, firstly, here's the thing, like with the juniors, the super seniors never have one-on-one.
Yeah.
So he never knew. And I had a meeting with the director of marketing who was lobbying in with my manager. So when I told her that dude, she pokes me and shit, she was like just ignored because she had already had a conversation. So it was
That's
that
so
level of
bad.
bureaucracy.
It's so
That was her
unnecessary.
suggestion.
Yeah.
Ignored?
Yeah, and my CMO.
Wow. Were they like buddies?
They were buddies.
Yeah.
They were buddies. And my CMO lost his shit. He screwed my manager. He screwed the director. And they got really screwed and they were like, you were losing a talent and whatever of those things.
Is she still working there?
No, she got
Of
fired.
course.
She got fired after a few
Saw
months.
that coming from like a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the next phase of
Maybe
cycle
she
got
would have
fired.
survived, you know, if you were still on the team, because a lot of managers
you do the work.
Yeah, you do the
Yeah.
work and they take
I had a
credit.
manager like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, oh, I know who you're talking about.
I had a
Yes.
manager like that who would just kind of take like
That
shit
happened,
tons
bro,
of
same.
credit. Yeah.
Been there, done that, easy.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
sometimes
easy
people just become
happens.
lazy and old people just don't want
Complacent.
to. Yeah.
You know.
I think they love to
There was
delegate,
this
so they
one-
delegate 100% of the stuff, and then
Yeah.
they just review it for 5 minutes,
And then they're
give
like,
you changes,
that's a
and
day's
then
hard work.
and they've done everything.
Yeah,
Yeah. I had this manager once who like has done this a few times. He
Male or
would-
female? It is
Male. Would sit, you know, let's say like we're sitting in a larger meeting with like other teams and stuff, and I would start to explain whatever I needed to explain and put on my slides and everything, and he would just be like, oh, she needs to say,
No!
Oh my god,
Dude,
okay.
that's such a
That is
insult.
classic.
That sucks.
You say something, and then 1 minute later,
Yeah.
someone says the exact same thing as
Yeah.
you did, and
he
they
got
get
it
all
one
credit.
minute later, Baba. He
The-
was
the
saying
same.
that I didn't
No,
do
he's
it.
just mansplaining.
Yeah.
He's
He's
literally
just like, yeah.
I would have the slides on and I would be like, okay, so according to whatever, and he'd be like, oh
So
yeah,
who
she
got
needs to say
credit?
it.
Him.
Yeah, bro. But
Ah.
honestly, after I quit, he was also not
Like go off?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just
Interesting.
say
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's where we are. But yeah, I mean, I think I've not had many female managers, and I've had one pretty bad one, but I think the one I have currently does not micromanage, so that's very rare. I think
Yeah.
in general. But also, I mean, as a 20s, you know, late 20s person, you don't want to be micromanaged. And I
Yeah.
think
You
if
don't need to
if
be.
someone
You don't
understands,
have
yeah,
to,
you don't
yeah.
need to be. And if someone understands that as a manager,
You
I
should
think
be
that's-
mentored.
You
But
should,
yeah.
you know
But
what?
again,
they
finding
should
a mentor is
trust
so
you.
difficult, yeah.
They should just trust you enough with the work.
Yeah.
If you want it Monday morning, 8 p.m., 8 a.m., it's
It'll
there.
come.
Yeah.
It's there, yeah.
Yeah.
Just leave the process
If they
to me.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I handle it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, but it also depends on the person. And I mean, I think knowing you or knowing me, we're just so anal about these kind of things that we would
Yeah.
always take up responsibility. And
We do.
knowing you also.
Yeah.
We do take up response. I mean, I've had an dude. Okay, little digression from the script, but have any one of you worked with the young kids right now?
Oh.
And I do not want to sound like an ageist, but like the 18 to 22-year-olds right now are, I don't know what to say, but they're not the easiest to work with.
I have not worked in that.
I have not,
I've had a
no.
few interns who are
I
like,
had an intern. Yeah.
I've had an intern, like even before this gig and like right now as well, I've had interns who are in that age bracket. They ghost me.
They ghost you? Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, shit.
They literally ghost me.
Yeah.
They never reply. And literally one of them, I texted him and I was like, hey, we're like, you know, 5 days late on this deadline. You were supposed to give it on Monday. It's literally Friday right now. Where
Yeah.
is it? This, that. He's like, I'll send it to you in a bit. I was like, please send it ASAP. This guy texts fire.
Dude, how nonchalant are they?
Bro, they don't give
And
fucks,
also,
bro.
also, all of them text me in like small case only. Like
Oh, yeah.
no punctuation, nothing, just type, just send.
Bro, have you heard of that word Chad? Narika's a Chad. Like one guy told me, that was just talking to him. He really likes me. He's very fond of me. He's like, Narika's a Chad, bro. I'm like, what is Chad? Bro, Chad, bro, you're a stud. I'm like, oh, okay. Now there's a new word called Sigma.
Sigma's been around.
Sigma's been around.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally, he texts me fire in like all small. I'm like, okay. This other intern that I worked with previously, okay. This other intern I worked with previously, we were working on content together, and I told him, and this was not for like a job, it was for the gig. And like the gig people gave me an intern to work because like, the workload was a lot. So I was like, okay. But that became a full-time job to manage the intern.
Oh.
I can imagine.
Wait, is it that company?
No, this is a different
And I don't think you're particularly micromanaging. You're
I'm
just
really
expecting like, hey, do
Listen.
it, update me, or just put it where it's
If I
supposed
told
to be.
them that Monday the post has to go out and it's not gone out till the next Monday, I will have to follow up and ask them.
Yeah.
It's not my
Yeah,
managing them.
Yeah.
It's
You
really
know?
not.
So I asked this guy, I was just like, are you done with the scripts and stuff? And he sends me a 3-minute long voice note of him just yapping as to why it's not done.
I mean,
He's just like,
if you have time to send me a 3-minute long voice
You
note,
have-
might
you
as
can
well
add
get
that
to
to
it.
it, yeah.
He's just
might
like-
as well get to
he
it.
was just like, bro, you won't believe it. Monday I got up and it was like, and he literally
So
started.
basically his schedule from the
Yeah,
whole
from
week.
what you wanted to, yeah. No, so the weird part is my company is like, okay, whoever's watching this from my company, dude, it's not easy to work in my company, okay? You have to be on your A game all the time. So we don't get people like that. So maybe even if they come in, like 1 week and they're out. So I haven't worked.
Yeah.
And before this, I was only a child.
No
because I was
freeloaders.
working for 3 years.
No freeloaders.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone in my company works like 10.
A lot.
I mean,
Yeah, on
see,
weekends.
I
another
see
thing
you.
that I think
You,
is-
I rarely get to see Nanika because she's working.
Yeah, I haven't seen. If you've been in Bangalore for the past 5 years, this is the first time I'm meeting you.
Dude, my
So I can
best friends are
imagine.
my office people. Imagine because,
Oh
because
my
they're
God.
like my college friends, dude. Because we come
But
to
why
every
do you have
I
so
used to
much
work on Saturdays
workload?
also.
Is it because there's less people, or there's suddenly
No.
a whole lot to do, or what's happening?
No, so I just work at like a super hectic fintech company. So we just got Series B. Before that, we got Series A. A year before that, we got C. So we have to show growth like super fast, and we're
Yeah.
growing really fast in the industry. So it's fucking madness. Like we're always stuffed with so much work.
So you're doing one thing, but then you have like 4 other things that are lined up for the same
Yeah.
minute.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of work. Like just before I left to London, the day I was leaving to London, that day I had to host an event in JW Marriott where 400 of our investors were coming in. I had to take care of the
Yeah.
entire thing, the shoots, and as
Are
soon
your
as
investors like generally high net worth individuals, or what is that like?
no, so they are FD investors, so
Okay.
they are
They're like
mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, mass.
Okay.
But we do have a few HMS.
Okay.
So as soon as the event got over, at that point in time, I had to go to the airport. And I was awake the whole night in London because I had to get a video out of the event, announcing the funding. So I was like, dude, you wouldn't realize I was in Buckingham Palace, okay? And there was some royal person, apparently Princess Eugenie, okay?
Oh, I know her.
Yeah, she was in Buckingham Palace.
Eugenie, yeah.
Yeah. So she was apparently coming out in the Rolls Royce, and at that point I was talking to my editor. I'm like, this draft is not good. What are you doing? And like she's just going in a Rolls Royce,
And everyone's just
taking-
waving,
Yeah.
taking pictures. Yeah.
My friend Philip is like, why did you spend so much money and come here?
Come here to talk to
Yeah,
your-
talk to
your
your
editor.
editor. And the worst part was I had to reschedule my flight as well. Because first it was supposed to happen on 31st May, then it got pushed to 1st June. And if I wouldn't be there, who would do it? There's no one else who could have done it. So I lost 40k. I had to reschedule my flight, but I had to stay.
Is someone
Yeah.
like reimbursing the?
No, nobody
It's a personal trip.
It's
Who's gonna-
personal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's-
so this is currently one of India's best startups. Latin is a small startup.
95% details you have given, and you're like, they are don't.
I mean, sometimes just don't get the perspective of it unless they have that immediate surrounding, you know,
Yeah.
immediate surrounding woman who they care about go through something.